Cinemasaurus Rex presents Kaijumania.
Welcome back to Cinemasaurus Rex. I'm Rocket, and this week it's Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, or as my version's called, Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla Part 3. Now we start off with some fantastic special effects, so all in the rain, massive weather report going on, some little guy chatting on. Godzilla rises straight away within a minute, right behind the weatherman, starts tirading through Japan. We then cut to a prequel of Godzilla 54 saying what happened and stuff, and then we see some terrible CGI of the original Godzilla being killed by the oxygen destroyer. It looks naff. But anyway, they've restored the skeleton, and now it's time to build a mecha suit around it so it can fight Godzilla. Sounds like a good idea to me. So they do that, and then they call it Kiyu, K-I-R-Y-U, Kiyu, which means mechanical dragon, which if you look at it, says a pretty good job. Now, in terms of the look, it's definitely better than the second one. In terms of the first one, though, I'm kind of hesitant. I'm kind of back and forth between that, which one I prefer. We're definitely without the backpack. Mechagodzilla 3 probably 6, but with the backpack, you got to give it to the original. They send Kiyu on a mission, testing it out. It's got this new weapon called the Absolute Zero Gun. Fires this massive ice blast at this building, completely freezes it, and then it destroys it. And that's what they aim to do with Godzilla. Freeze him, destroy him. Godzilla starts tirading Japan, as he does. So they get our first mission, Kiyu, gets sent into action. So we get our first and very controversial fight. So it's Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. Title is on the line. Now this fight does not last long at all. Mechagodzilla had got all these rocket launchers from his cannon, and he fires these ones out of his sidearms. He hasn't got the finger missiles, not quite the same as we're used to him, so he does all that. Tickles Godzilla, not even interested. He then lets loose the Maser cannon out of his mouth. He definitely starts irritating Godzilla, and Godzilla starts walking away at this point. He's like, whoa, 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 that's a bit powerful. At this point, Godzilla turns and starts to flee. He actually leaves. Mechagodzilla is getting ready to fire the Absolute Zero Gun. Doesn't work, it loses all control. So, your winner is Mechagodzilla. Now, let's look at this. This is the first time Godzilla has ever lost in a one-on-one situation. However, it's not in the traditional sense. He didn't get beaten up, he just took a bit of damage and kind of walked off. Wasn't out of the fight, wasn't down and out, just walked off, and Mechagodzilla was unable to pursue to carry on the fight which they wanted to do. So it's a very technical victory for Mechagodzilla. So Godzilla's very first technical one-on-one loss. And as we know, count out champion's advantage, so Godzilla retains your heavyweight title. So, that out of the way. By the way, that caused so much drama making this decision that I actually had to go back to Kaijumania episode 7, Godzilla vs Ebera, where I had a Godzilla Mothra no contest match, and I had to review that and give Mothra the loss, because Mothra fled the situation and got herself counted out in this kind of match that shouldn't have been but should have been, but to get it on the records, because otherwise this match, this Godzilla Mechagodzilla match, ended up nearly being a no contest. But I thought I've got to give a definitive answer, so it caused me to go back and redo that. So it's added an extra win in Godzilla's favour as well because of the Mothra thing now. So swings and roundabouts. Anyway, Mechagodzilla is down, and it starts coming alive on its own means and just starts tirading this city. And then this one chap goes, oh yeah, built around Godzilla's bones. It's very reminiscent of the original Godzilla. Personally, I don't remember the original Godzilla walking around with a rocket launcher. That's just me. So, they don't know what to do, so how do we stop it? Well, let's just wait till it runs out of power. How long's that going to be? About an hour? Alright, yeah, leave it. So they leave Mechagodzilla to just destroy as much of Japan as it can within the hour, basically, till the battery dies. Bring it back, start looking at the wiring. By the way, this key remembering its Godzilla thing doesn't happen ever again. It was just a one-off, so they clearly fixed the job when they get it into the shop for repair it. Now I should also mention, during this part, they're talking about Mechagodzilla on the news, And then there's a little cameo from a guy, and it's he makes a little nod to the show series. He goes, and he says this sentence, and he goes, "This is the terror of Godzilla." And now the terror of Godzilla, of course, an alternative name for the terror of Mechagodzilla. So nice little nod though, nice little nod I thought. Anyway, we get some more story. I'm not going to talk too much about the story. It keeps the film going. It's not bad. I didn't dislike it in any way. It was entertaining throughout, so you know, it did alright, did what it needed to do. We then get to Godzilla destroying Japan again. They fixed I'm just going to call him Mechagodzilla because Kyu, it's just a little daft to say. So we get a second fight, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, round 2, title on the line, and we're going to get another slightly controversial ending here. It starts off with a big cheap shot, Godzilla destroying Japan. Mechagodzilla, massive shoulder barge right from the side, knocking Godzilla straight out. Mechagodzilla then unleashes as many missiles and rockets as it can, again tickling Godzilla, not doing anything. Mechagodzilla uses the maser cannon out of its mouth, starts damaging Godzilla. Godzilla doesn't like this. Godzilla responds with the first offensive move of the film, atomic breath taking off the right cannon of Mechagodzilla. Does some major damage. Then we kind of get close up, a bit of powering, a bit of punching and kind of body shots and stuff. Mechagodzilla getting the upper hand in all of this, by the way. Godzilla then destroys the other shoulder cannon of Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla then unleashes a new weapon. It's like a sword. Stabs Godzilla and starts surging electricity through it. Godzilla, clearly not happy about this. He atomic breaths, destroys the sword. He then picks the sword out of his hand and he's wielding it. It's like, oh shit, Godzilla's got a knife. Watch the fuck out. We didn't know what was going to happen there, but he throws the knife away. He doesn't want to use weapons. He likes to fight one-on-one. Mechagodzilla then gets down, goes for the 3-point charge, big spear to Godzilla, and then Godzilla might be the king of monsters, but Mechagodzilla is the king of swing, because he unleashes the giant swing. He's going round, throwing Godzilla into oblivion. Mechagodzilla goes to finish the fight, wants to use the Absolute Zero Force gun, whatever it's called, the Absolute Zero ice beam for its Sub-Zero's ice ball, whatever you want to call it. So it gets ready to fire at Godzilla. Godzilla's on the floor, dazed, and manages to get atomic breath right into Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla goes down, does a flip. Mechagodzilla's ice beam shoots, and actually freezes a building, destroys a couple of buildings. Goes down, collapsed, out of energy. Godzilla carries on tirading Japan, so Japan get the army involved trying to distract Godzilla whilst they can get a pilot inside of Mechagodzilla to try and manually control Mecha G. So they finally do it. They ring up at the electric companies to see if they'll supply power. They're like, hello, is that Eon? Yeah, we need to power a giant robot. Can you just switch off all of Japan and give us the energy? And they're like, oh, we would love to have a new customer. You don't get your starting bonus for this kind of situation, but we would love to take you on board and we'll bill you at the end of the month. Job good. So they send all the energy to Mechagodzilla. You have a little pilot inside, and now we get Mechagodzilla continuing the fight with Godzilla. Mechagodzilla, with all his energy, grabs Godzilla, grabs him by the mouth, gets his ice beam ready, starts to fly towards the sea. They both crash into the sea just as Mechagodzilla unleashes the Absolute Zero, causes massive freezing everywhere, half the sea's frozen, big splash, frozen. And it's like, oh, well, what happens? Godzilla emerges from it. It did not work. The ultimate weapon, the main thing they were relying on, failed. Godzilla up and ready. Mechagodzilla is then shown missing, half the chest gone, completely damaged, broken, ruined, no power, done in for. So Godzilla then tails off. But as Mechagodzilla was completely down and damaged, not even functional, the last time Godzilla walks off it was a count out, because Mechagodzilla was functional, still ready to fight. Godzilla just left the broken, destructed body of Mechagodzilla, walks off the victor. Godzilla, still your heavyweight champion. Now this film Am I going to recommend it? You know what? I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. Not the best in the Millennium series, it's definitely hit and miss. Very controversial fight scenes, very controversial ending to the fight scenes. But it does get carried on in our next film. So next week it's going to be Godzilla Tokyo SOS, or as it's called in Japan, Godzilla Mothra Mechagodzilla Tokyo SOS. Title on the line? Not too sure, I cannot remember who's on whose side here, so hopefully we'll have a title match. We'll see. So next week, Godzilla Tokyo SOS.